Prepping can be a solitary path spent canning food alone in your kitchen, finding gear, or hunting away in the woods all on your own. But today we're diving into an important aspect of prepping: community. Imagine this. You've got your supplies, your shelter, but what about the people by your side? Let's embark on a journey to establish the ultimate prepper community. In the aftermath of a disaster, one thing becomes clear: we're stronger together. But how do we turn strangers into allies, neighbors into friends? Join me as we uncover the secrets to building a resilient community that's ready for anything. Here is a brief blueprint for how you can do just that as you seek to transform your local neighborhood into a post-apocalyptic safe haven. 1. Look for the right neighborhood. Choosing the right neighborhood is crucial when it comes to prepping. If you're already settled in a community you love, start by connecting with your existing neighbors. Building relationships with them forms the foundation of neighborhood prepping. However, if you're considering relocation, take the opportunity to find a prepper-friendly neighborhood. Look for areas with a reliable local water supply, low flood risk, and agricultural potential. Consider factors like evacuation feasibility and the presence of a homeowners association. Additionally, assess the defensive capabilities of your home and community. Are the houses spaced out, allowing for clear lines of sight and safe gathering areas during emergencies? While it may seem excessive, considering these factors up front can save you significant trouble down the line. 2. Approach your neighbors the right way. Once you've settled into your neighborhood and familiarized yourself with the area, it's time to kickstart your community prepping efforts. Take a deliberate and gradual approach to avoid the stereotype of a paranoid prepper. By being strategic, you can show your neighbors the practical benefits of prepping without instilling fear or panic. This approach fosters a sense of community and encourages others to join in, creating valuable allies in your prepping journey. Start by focusing on simple, easy-to-implement safety measures that everyone can participate in. For example, you can introduce neighborhood watch programs or set up communication networks to enhance community resilience. Remember, building a prepared community is a collaborative effort that begins with small, practical steps. 3. Set up community communication lifelines. Establishing effective communication channels with your neighbors is essential for maintaining cohesion, especially during emergencies. Setting up local groups is a proactive approach to fostering safety and preparedness within the community. Consider creating a Facebook group where neighbors can share alerts, photos, and inquiries. However, relying solely on digital platforms may not be sufficient, as disruptions in cell service can occur during emergencies. Therefore, it's advisable to also compile everyone's phone numbers and form a text group as an alternative communication method. In addition, explore traditional communication options like radios and walkie-talkies, which can prove invaluable during blackouts, storms, or other major crises. By diversifying communication channels, you can ensure that your community remains connected and informed, enhancing our collective resilience without succumbing to panic. 4. Have community prepping days. Next up, consider hosting community prepping days. These should start by focusing on truly basic prepping concepts. Don't flood your participants with alarming or complicated information. In other words, don't kick things off with a discussion about what is the best rifle to have on hand during an apocalypse. Instead, broach basic, accessible subjects like how to prep in a small space like an apartment or affordable prepping activities. Addressing prepping basics like these can ease your neighbors into the prepping lifestyle. It can help set them up for a more robust response to an emergency situation. By extension, it also strengthens your entire community in the event of a crisis or catastrophe. 5. slowly get more serious with your prep. As your neighbors grow accustomed to your prepping efforts, it's appropriate to delve into more serious discussions about emergency preparedness. Start by gathering essential resources such as road maps, terrain maps, and satellite images of your local area. Then, convene with your neighbors to discuss crucial topics like identifying the best local water sources, establishing meeting points for emergencies, and determining strategic defense areas within the neighborhood. While these conversations may have initially seemed daunting or overwhelming, by this stage, your neighbors should be receptive and engaged. By gradually introducing these important discussions, we can ensure that everyone is adequately prepared without inciting undue alarm or skepticism. 6. Cultivate a healthy prepper mindset. Along with the practical prepping activities, dive into the self-analyzing conversations. Ask the tough questions, like, is this really worth it? And what are the odds something will really happen? As you talk about these things, let your neighbors know preppers are not weirdos, but they are self-reliant, responsible problem solvers who are interested in things like safety and readiness in the event of an emergency. The important thing here is to help your neighbors grasp the fact that prepping should foster a healthy mindset, not a paranoid one. It should help them identify weaknesses and shortcomings in their own lives that they can take steps to address. As they process the information from each meeting, they can look for ways to improve their own readiness. As they patrol the local neighborhood, they can keep their eyes open for natural weaknesses in your community's preparedness. And of course, as this mindset catches on, it will only add fuel to the prepping fire and provide you with an army of willing volunteers. 7. Temper expectations. It's essential to establish realistic expectations for our neighborhood prepping endeavors for both ourselves and our neighbors. Firstly, not everyone may embrace our prepping efforts with open arms. Some may respond with skepticism or even resistance. In such cases, patience and diplomacy are key. By approaching the topic strategically, we can gradually earn trust and cooperation over time. On the flip side, it's also important to manage our neighbors' expectations. While enthusiasm for prepping may grow, it's crucial to avoid unrealistic or exaggerated notions of what can be achieved. Prepping is about practical, strategic preparations, not creating a Hollywood-style fortress. By setting clear, achievable goals, we can guide our neighborhood towards effective community preparedness without inciting unnecessary panic or grandiose visions. As Genghis Khan famously said, "One arrow alone can be easily broken, but many arrows are indestructible." This principle underscores the strength in numbers and the importance of maintaining supplies together. As we've seen, when faced with adversity, the unity and cooperation of a community can make all the difference. So let's continue to prep, pray, and hope for the best, knowing that together we're stronger and better equipped to face whatever challenges may come our way. Thanks for watching.